On Thursday, November 24th, 2022, Idinleke Atlanta hosted a Thanksgiving dinner for its members, friends, and family. But this was no ordinary Thanksgiving dinner. Everyone came together to give thanks for one very specific thing: our ancestors. Why? Well, without them, we wouldn't even be here. Without their sacrifices, we wouldn't have the opportunity to enjoy the experience of life the way we're able to today. Without their shoulders to stand upon, we would have no foundation to build on. Without knowing them, we can never truly know ourselves. So, more than 125 people came together the Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving for Idinleke Atlanta's second annual Egungun Festival. Idinleke Atlanta is our Ile, a group of spiritually conscious people who have committed to the study and practice of our West African ancestors' traditions. As Iya, the mother, and Baba, the father of the Ile, said in their welcome letter, our ancestors are the backbone of our traditions. Egungun is the Yoruba word for ancestors, which specifically refers to familial spirits that once lived on earth, have transitioned, and returned to Arum, or heaven. The word Egungun comes from the Yoruba phrase Ogun Ogun, which means I am the medicine of the bones. We celebrate our ancestors because they have an understanding of our path here on earth. We celebrate them and call their names for strength and protection. Since they have lived here on earth before, then they have a great view of what is needed for us to succeed. Moreover, they have a vested interest in our success, as they are our family. Our ancestors are the spiritual extension of our family lineage. Our ancestors are a very important part of the family structure. Within the African paradigm, the family is so important to the culture that it's impossible to forget the ancestors. In fact, in Yoruba land, the bodies of familial ancestors are buried on the family compound and appeased at least annually at the family festival. With our ancestors walking with us, there is no doubt that we will be successful in life. With our ancestors by our side, we walk with an army. If we go back 6 generations, we have 256 great-grandparents by our side. Even if we never learn to call all 256 of them by name, they are still undoubtedly by our side, prepared to stand for us. Vibes of the African Diaspora was a proud sponsor of the Egungun Festival because it aligns perfectly with our mission of reclaiming our culture and identity for the liberation and healing of the African diaspora. Friday was a fun and educational day, including a talk by Baba Fakolade Shangodare about diving into our DNA, a genealogy workshop by Baba Baye Kemet, an Egungun song class by our special guests from Osogbo, Nigeria, a community town hall on how to heal and grow the connectedness of the African diasporic community, a musical performance by Egun Omode, and an interactive children's corner so parents could enjoy and participate in all activities freely. Saturday started with an Egungun masquerade led by community leaders from Nigeria who embrace and practice their family's traditions that have been passed down for generations. As AmichiHome.com documented in a blog post, the Egungun masquerade culture is an annual or biennial celebration that features masked, costumed figures generally believed to be the spirits of departed ancestors or their human representation. It is a centuries-old culture, common in West Africa among the Yoruba people in Nigeria, Togo, Benin Republic, and their descendants from the African diaspora, particularly in Brazil, the Dominican Republic, Cuba, Barbados, and the United States. During the festivals, the streets are usually flooded with crowds from within and outside the country, including men, women, elders, and children. Towns and cities where the festivals are hosted experience a significant economic boost as traders far and wide come to supply all the necessary resources to ensure the success of the day. The appearance of the Egungun masquerade is accompanied by activities such as dancing, singing, drumming, celebration, pomp and pageantry, and loud cheers that sink into the atmosphere to paint the day in colorful glitters. The preservation of cultural authenticity and historical accuracy is critical in our tradition. So we had special guests from Osogbo, Nigeria, lead our Egungun masquerade in Atlanta, Georgia, through singing, drumming, and dancing in a traditional Egungun costume. I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to play my shekere in the procession alongside our community leaders, a Caribbean moko jumbi on stilts, and others in the Atlanta community who study West African music and culture. The procession was followed by a bembe, which can be simplistically described as a party where the singing, music, and dancing are all forms of prayer and thanksgiving. Simply put, a bembe is the ultimate party with a purpose, as it was to all who attended that night. The party continued after the bembe with 2 DJs, a photo booth, food, and drinks for all. The best part was knowing the spirits of our ancestors were with us the whole weekend as we honored them by displaying their pictures on a communal ancestral altar and playing a slideshow of their pictures on the big screen next to our dance floor so we could dance the night away together. We now carry that energy of our ancestors' love and support with us as we navigate our daily lives to fulfill our purpose on earth. The festival was an absolute blessing to the community and just a taste of what Idinleke Atlanta aims to bring to the world. Learning our ancestors' names and acknowledging their identity is not specific to any spiritual or religious belief. It's necessary for all human beings in the pursuit of understanding our own identity. So, before Thanksgiving season comes around again next year, consider taking the time to document the names and collect pictures of as many ancestors as you can. Then you, too, can honor your ancestors at the family Thanksgiving dinner and walk with confidence in your daily life, knowing who you are and that you carry the love, strength, and support of your ancestors everywhere you go. For more information on Idinleke Atlanta, visit www.idinlekeatl.com or follow on Instagram at idinlekeatl. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so we know to bring you more content like this. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at VADATL2020 or visit us at www.vadatl.com.